How's it going, everyone? Taxis Man here, back with another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you guys would please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. We're going to be talking about The Long Walk. This movie here from 2025, of course, is based on, I think it's the very first Stephen King novel from the 70s. And it was an interesting film. I watched the trailer and I'm just like, okay, this reminds me of The Hunger Games and a lot of other movies that I've seen before. So the premise of this film is that there was a second civil war in the United States of America. Don't know who won, but for some reason this major is now in control of the entire country. It's really weird. Like, there's no president, there's no generals. It's just a major. It's kind of weird in that sense. And so one man, no women allowed, one man from every state gets put into this lottery, or every man that goes in, that's in a state, puts himself into the lottery. And so one man gets picked from each state, and they're representing their state in this long walk. And it's basically the Hunger Games on a highway. And so you get 3 warnings, and after your 3rd warning, if you don't move, you get shot in the head or in the face, and you're out of the race. That's your ticket out. And this walk has no finish line, it has a start line, but that's it. So I was like, okay, this sounds like a cool concept, but it's like, okay, so how do they stop to sleep? How do they stop to eat and drink? How do they stop to go to the bathroom? The film does answer all those questions. I'm not going to spoil it. I think it's a film that you probably should watch if you want the answers to that. And I did feel as if, though, this was a Stephen King adaptation from novel to film. It's like, it's very clearly a Stephen King book put to screen, if that makes any sense. It's like, it's got every single Stephen King little trope. Obviously, there can only be one winner. The film focuses a lot on 2 characters. There's some side characters, but it really doesn't focus on them. I wish the film spent a little more time. I've never read the book, so I don't know how the book is. But I did feel as if, though, character development for a lot of the side characters could have been a little better. Mark Hamill is the main bad guy, if you will, as the major. I think he did a great job. He really doesn't do all that much, and he's just yelling things. He doesn't do anything all that intimidating. The horror aspect comes from who's going to live and who's going to die and when and how. And overall, it was an interesting experience. I think there was parts of the film that kind of just dragged on. Like, there's a lot of dialogue-heavy moments, and I'm just like, this isn't really character development. It's just characters cursing at each other because you can, because it's an R-rated movie. It really didn't add any depth to the plot or the characters. So there's some pacing issues. There's things that could have been removed and instead other things be added in that could have helped. When you get the ending, it's slightly predictable because there's only like 2 main characters. So when you get to the end, you're like, okay, I kind of figured these would be the 2 people that were left to figure out, okay, which one of us is going to live and die. And I think the ending was, it was decent. It does leave a little bit of questions unanswered. So if you win, you get riches, you get a lot of money and fame, and you also get one wish. And without spoiling it, somebody has a wish, and it's the death of somebody. And, well, the rules are that wish has to be fulfilled, so the wish does get fulfilled, but in a very interesting way. And once the wish gets fulfilled, the movie kind of just stops. Like, it doesn't explore what's next. It doesn't even give you like a text or anything. And I kind of wish the movie would have been slightly longer for that part to tell us, okay, what happens in this world now. So, it's a very bleak movie. It's not something that you're gonna walk away from and be like, oh, that was such an amazing, awesome, superhero movie or action movie. It's very bleak. It's very dark. It's very realistic. They don't shy away from the blood and gore. They don't shy away from people having to literally take a shit or take a piss. Nothing's shown that's grotesque, but it's like, okay, if you're going to walk for 5 to 7 days, eventually you're going to have to pee and poop. And the movie's like, this is how it would happen because you can't stop. And I don't think I would make it past day one, in my opinion, just because of my health issues. So I'm going to give the film a 5 out of 10. Watch it in theaters if you can, if you're interested in something similar to Hunger Games and you like Stephen King. So that's going to do for the video. Have a good day. Bye, guys.